is interesting. Democrats in California pulling a bill aimed at releasing the names of recall petition signers and allowing the target of the petition to contact them. This as more than 2.1 million Californians have signed an effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom. Chairman of Reform California Carl Demaio says while the bill is dead, at this point anyway, the party won't stop trying to kill the recall effort. As you can see, he joins me now. Carl, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so when did they kill this bill, and what do you think is the reason that they did so?
Well, they introduced it last week, and we immediately mobilized statewide voter education campaign. We did a press conference on Monday, and we launched paid ads, basically calling this bill what it is, the real Jim Crow law of 2021. And Democrats have been trying to use that term to apply to voter laws that are intended to improve election integrity. But this law is a very clear attempt to suppress voter participation. What they're trying to do is intimidate, bully, and harass these voters who signed the petition by making their names public and then giving those names over to cancel culture activists who then will go out and hunt them down. By giving these names out, you create a hunting list, if you will, to target and intimidate voters, and it's not to be accepted. I hear from people who sign petitions all the time. We've successfully qualified ballot measures throughout the state of California, recalls, and one of the #1 questions we get, Jillian, by voters who are considering whether they want to sign these petitions in front of the stores is, will my name be made public, or is this like a vote where it's private? If we take away the privacy, they know, the Democrats know, they will kill the Citizens Initiative and the recall in California.
Well, you know, when I was preparing for the segment and I was sitting there thinking, you know, if I happen to be someone, I don't live in California, but if I happen to be someone who signed this, how would I feel if all of a sudden, after my name is already signed on that paper, how would I feel if someone says, oh, by the way, now your name is going to be public and now you're going to be able to be contacted? I would be really upset about that. At the same token, if they told me this beforehand, you know, it seems like then a scare tactic where people might not want to sign it. So what's the answer?
You hit the nail on the head, and the answer is don't try to suppress the vote. Don't try to intimidate voters and bully them. Let them make their own decision. You know, if someone proposed tomorrow that we would reveal the votes of all voters cast during each election, they'd be laughed off the stage. But here is, in essence, a situation where voters' private views on matters, their franchise will be compromised by making it public.
And then real quick, while we have about 30 seconds left, you've been a part of a successful recall in the past in California. Can you tell me how hard it is to have something like this be a success?
It is incredibly hard to qualify these initiatives and then, of course, to mount the campaign because you're up against a powerful politician, in this case, Governor Gavin Newsom, who has tens of millions of dollars in his war chest to pump out bad ads, as well as the favorable media coverage from local state media outlets. But this is a grassroots movement unlike I've ever seen. It's diverse. It's bringing Democrats, independents, and Republicans together from all walks of life. And that's why this movement, this recall, is very competitive. The election won't be for a few more months. We expect to qualify next week. But this recall is extremely viable, and we're working hard to make sure we win the yes vote when the election is called.
Okay, well, keep us updated. We'll be curious to see those final numbers of the signatures that have been verified next week once we get that information. Carl Demaio, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.